Hey guys, this is PolarBomb15, and now that I have 50 shinies, I'm going to do a showcase showing all of them in order. So, let's get started then. This is my first shiny ever. It's a shiny Weavile. It was found as a Sneasel. And by the way, for the showcase, for the shinies that I don't have videos for, such as this one, I'm going to have a quick explanation about it. So, this shiny Weavile was found as a Sneasel in the Lake Asuti lakefront back in my old diamond file, and I called it lucky because when I found it, what happened was I just beat the 7th gym, and my Infinite was level 44. We're almost at level 45, and so I wanted to just go and quickly kill a wild Pokemon so it just become level 45. And the first thing I found was a shiny Sneasel. And I had no idea what a shiny was, but I knew that this was not normal, so I went to talk to my sister, and she told me everything about shiny Pokemon. She said the chances were 1 in 2,000, and they were really rare. So she helped me catch it. I sent out my Kricketune, and I don't remember what move I did, but it was a critical, and it almost died, but when I caught it, it only had 2 HP. But I did catch it, and that's the story behind my first shiny ever. This is my second shiny ever. It's a shiny Floatzel. This was 1 week after the Sneasel, also on my old diamond file, and I was chaining for the first time because I beat the game and I wanted to chain some shinies because I really liked the feeling I did in the first one. So I started chaining. The first time I ever chained, at chain 21, I went to a normal patch and it was a shiny. At the time, I didn't know that meant it was a 1 in 8, 192 shiny. I thought it was just a chain shiny, but now I know that's not true. This is my third shiny ever, and it is a shiny Medicham, obtained as a Meditite on my Platinum file, my old one. And I was going up to Giratina because I was just playing through the game, and along the way I found a shiny Meditite. Jolly nature. This is shiny Drowsy, well, now a Hypno, my 4th shiny, and it was obtained the same exact way as Floatzel. I was chaining, and in chain 11, I walked into a normal patch, and a shiny Drowsy appeared. At that time, I knew that non-shiny patch shiny was actually 1 in 8, 192, so I was really excited. It was obtained August of 2009. Now this is a huge one. My 5th shiny ever was shiny Rayquaza. This was my first hunted shiny, and it remains my most proud of obtained shiny. And impatient nature. So it was obtained on Emerald, actually. I started the hunt in May of 2009, and I didn't know about Emerald's broken RNG, so I spent months soft resetting and it wouldn't shine. And it never would have shined because I didn't have an early shiny frame. But I didn't know that at the time, so I quit and I restarted the game. And then I got the Rayquaza and I decided to try again, and then I got it in only 45 minutes. Because that Emerald had a early shiny frame. That was incredibly lucky. I didn't realize it at the time, but oh god, this is my favorite shiny of all. And that's also my most favorite shiny of all time. It's also why I hunted another one in Ruby. You'll see that later. This is my 6th shiny. It's shiny Giratina, which is found on Platinum. This was my 2nd soft reset target, and after my Rayquaza, I went through 5 months without a shiny, and then I got Uncatchable Electabuzz. And then another month, and then I got this shiny Giratina. And it only took about 1,000 soft resets, which was lucky. And yeah. Shiny Lapras. This remains my longest hunt ever that was completed. And yeah, this was awesome. And my 8th shiny was shiny Dratini, which I soft resetted for in Soul Silver, and now it's shiny Dragonite. This is shiny Cyndaquil, which was my 9th shiny, soft reset in Soul Silver. By the way, this is actually my second shiny Cyndaquil, but I traded away my first one, so I'm going to use this Cyndaquil for both of them. So yeah, technically I only have 49 shinies, I suppose, but still. Shiny Dialga, my 10th shiny ever, so it's pretty special for that reason. And it's also my shiny with the worst IVs. I'll put the IV. I'm pretty sure the IVs are in the description of the video, so yeah, go check them out, I guess. And my 11th shiny was Sandshrew, soft resetted floor. The 12th shiny was Chikorita, soft resetted floor on Soul Silver. And my 13th shiny was my second shiny Cyndaquil. This is actually the second shiny Cyndaquil, but like I said, the first one I traded away. So, yeah. My 14th shiny was a random shiny Machoke on Platinum. I was on my way up to South Reset for Palkia, and along the way I found a random shiny Machoke. This is another proud shiny of mine. My 15th shiny, soft resetted, was Totodile, Soul Silver. And I spent months trying to get a Totodile, and then I finally found it, so I'm really proud of this shiny. My 16th shiny, soft resetted for Palkia and Platinum. My 17th shiny was Ekans, soft resetted in Heart Gold. This is my fastest hunt ever, which only took 15 soft resets, which is a total of 75 Pokemon. It was the 4th shiny, so it was the 74th Pokemon. So, yes. Shiny Trico, my 18th shiny, soft resetted in Ruby, and this was my first shiny for my Ruby Shiny Quest. And that shiny quest was a real big deal for me, and it took 16,000 soft resets, so yeah, this is another very proud shiny of mine. My 19th shiny was Shiny Abra, soft resetted in Heart Gold, and it took about a week, and about a total of 8,000 total Abras seen, but it was definitely worth it. Its timid nature is synchronized, which is incredible, and I'm really glad that it's timid and synchronized, and very helpful. Shiny Zubat, my 20th shiny, so it's pretty cool for that reason. It was my second shiny in my Ruby Shiny Quest, and it's Calm Nature. Shiny Uchi was my 21st shiny, and it was encountered on Platinum, and it's relaxed nature. Shiny Minun was my 22nd shiny, and it's also a pretty cool shiny in my opinion, because I found this in August. In June, I was playing through Emerald, and I thought I found a random shiny Minun, but when it was like going across the screen, I was so sure of it, but then it was normal, so I was really upset. So I really wanted to get this shiny in particular, but it was only 15%, but luckily I found it, and it's really cool. Shiny Aerodactyl, it was my 23rd shiny, soft resetted it in Fire Red, and this was surprising because at the time, my Platinum was my luckiest game, and my Fire Red was my least lucky, and I found it in Fire Red while dual hunting for it on Platinum, and it was only about 3,000 soft resets, which is really good considering my Fire Red linking luck is awful. And my 24th shiny was Shiny Clefairy, soft resetted in Fire Red, and it took exactly 400 soft resets, which is 7,000 something total Pokemon I'm seeing. This is my shiny Magnezone, which was encountered as a shiny Magneton while hunting for Electabuzz on Platinum. My 26th shiny was shiny Lugia, and this took 21,000 soft resets, and it was encountered on Heart Gold. This is also one of my more favorite shinies of mine, because of how much time I spent on it, and how beautiful it is as a shiny in general. My 28th shiny was Shiny Sandshrew, my 5th shiny in my Ruby Shiny Quest, and it only took about 800 encounters. I was really disappointed that it was Sandshrew, since I already soft resetted for one, but it's okay, because it's still a pretty cool shiny, and it was a really quick hunt. My 27th shiny was Shiny Slugma, my 4th shiny in my Ruby Shiny Quest. And it's also really cool how I found it, because I just did an encounter, and then my dad called me over. So I went to him, then we just did something, and then I came back, and then there was this Shiny Slugma sitting on the screen. And it was so amazing. My 29th shiny was Shiny Totodile, completely random, found in my Soul Silver. I wasn't even hunting for it, and I guess you can say it was somewhat lucky. My 30th shiny was Shiny Kecleon. So because it's 30th, I found it pretty special. I find it pretty special, and it was found on Halloween. It's pretty cool. My 31st shiny was Shiny Flareon, and well, Eevee. I soft resetted for took about 8,000 soft resets, and was found on my Fire Red version. I evolved it to Flareon, so you can see it's a Naughty, and Naughty suits Flareon better than any of its other forms. My 32nd shiny was Shiny Duskull, live encounter, my first live shiny, and that's why I love it so much, although I'm kind of embarrassed of that video. My 34th shiny was Shiny Bulbasaur, and I like it a lot because I did a lot of soft resets for it in Fire Red. I did like 9,000 on Fire Red and only 2,000 on Leaf Green. But I found it on Leaf Green. My 35th shiny was Shiny Groudon. Soft resetted for on Ruby, and it was a live encounter. I also killed one on accident, but I'm sort of glad I killed that one because then I wouldn't have proclaimed it live. That live one really helped me, gave me some good publicity, so yeah, this is one of my more favorite shinies as well. My 36th shiny was Shiny Swampert, or Mudkip, and I found it on New Year's Day, which was really cool, my first shiny 2011. And my 37th shiny was a Shiny Charmander. And it only took about 2,500 soft resets. But considering I did over 9,000 for Charmander, yeah, I think it's a pretty fair share. Shiny Electabuzz was my 38th shiny, and it took 18,000 encounters, which remains my longest random encounter hunt ever. And it's an incredible shiny as an Electivire, because I found an uncatchable shiny Electabuzz, ending that really big drought after my first shiny Rayquaza. So, this is a real special shiny of mine as well. My 39th shiny was a Shiny Whismur, and it was live reaction. I was filming Kyogre, and it only took about 5,000 encounters, and it's awesome. My 9th shiny in my Ruby Shiny Quest. This is the shiny everyone knows about. My 40th shiny was my live shiny Kyogre. It's timid nature, and it's awesome. I haven't gotten around to Eevee training it yet, and I really should. And my most viewed video as up to now, and it's incredible, it's awesome, it's the greatest thing in the frickin' universe, and you love it. This was my second shiny Rayquaza, which I soft resetted for because I thought it would be a nice way to end my Ruby Shiny Quest. Being my favorite shiny, and it'd be pretty cool to end a quest with a shiny legendary, such as one like Rayquaza. But it was really cool how I found it an hour after my internal battery, like, giving a warning that it was going to dry out. So, this along with my... I love this shiny. This is also one of my more favorite shinies. But my first shiny Rayquaza will always be superior to this one. My 42nd shiny was Shiny Bronzor after 14,000 encounters in my Platinum. And I found it while hunting with Lightning P505, and it's really cool. You can see Sassy Nature, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the preferred ability as Heat Proof, but still pretty cool. My 43rd shiny was a shiny Slowpoke in the Slowpoke Well on my Heart Gold. My first ever random encounter shiny in Heart Gold Soul Silver, and it's a beautiful shiny Slowbro now. I love it a lot. My 44th shiny was a shiny Torchic, soft resetted on my new Ruby, which I got because my old one, which I did the shiny quest on, its internal battery died, so I got a new one, and it only took 400 soft resets, really quick, really awesome. My 46th shiny was shiny Ho-Oh, soft resetted in Heart Gold, only took about 700 soft resets, it was really quick, only 3-day hunt, and it was very lucky, and it's beautiful, so yeah. My 47th shiny was a shiny Zangoose, and after 6,000 encounters about on Route 114 in Ruby, it's only 19% encounter rate, and it's pretty lucky because now I have a false swiper in my 3rd gen games, which is fantastic. My 48th shiny was a shiny Claydol, and it was encountered on White 1 after only about 4,000 encounters, but I've seen over 35,000 Pokemon without getting shiny at all, not including Mishido Method Emolga. And so, yeah, pretty cool shiny. Naughty nature. My 49th shiny was shiny Oshawott after only about 1,100 soft resets in my White 2. And now it's a Duwatz, and it's beautiful. Brave nature. And last but not least, my 50th shiny, shiny Mankey, and its live reaction while filming Snorlax. Amazingly, Snorlax hasn't shown yet, but I'm not going to complain. Well, I kind of just did. And that is all 50 of my shinies. Thanks for watching this special video, guys. And this is Bullbomb15, signing out.